contralateral suitcase Bulgarian split squat. Now, when performing this exercise, here I'm using some soft plyometric boxes to perform the movement. You can use a bench, you can use the rack arm, you can use a chair. It doesn't really matter what you use to place your foot on top of, so long as one, it's comfortable, and two, it's not going to move anywhere whilst you're performing the exercise. You want to make sure that your foot is flat. We don't want to flex our foot, flat. If you find your foot cramps, just stretch it out, try again, and over time we'll get better. Other than that, the key thing to keep in mind as well with this movement is if I'm working my right leg, then I'm holding the weight in my right hand. Whether it's a dumbbell or a kettlebell, doesn't matter, but it matters where I'm holding the weight. So again, if I'm working my left leg, I'm holding the weight in my left hand. So in this case, I'm going to do the demonstration with my right leg, weight in my right hand. Foot is going to be on the elevation. I'm going to step forward, and then we come down and up. 1, 2, one more, 3, easy. Now, once I've done one side, I then make sure I do the other side. Now, a few key things to keep in mind. When it comes to determining your distance from the elevation where you're putting your foot, some people do about 3 foot steps. So 1, 2, 3, and go from there. Some people do 3.5. Just see how it feels at the time. If you feel too squashed up and it feels awkward and tight, then maybe you need to go a little bit further out. If it feels too far and you feel way too much emphasis through your back leg, that's probably because you're too far forward and you're getting too much of a stretch. We want the back leg to pretty much be in a, straight line with our torso. If it's here and your thigh is going back and your torso is here, we want to avoid that. We want it to be somewhat straight. Maybe a little bit back is fine. All right. Other than that, focus on range of motion. Ideally, you go all the way down until you're limited by your back knee because it simply cannot bend any more than what it is. And you want to make sure that your front leg is doing all the work. Your back knee is just there for support and stability. Your front leg needs to literally be doing all the work when performing this exercise. Other than that, select a weight that's appropriate to begin with. Make sure the elevation, whatever you're using to put your foot on is nice and soft and firm and it's not going to move on you. And lastly, make sure you're pushing through your entire foot. Don't allow yourself to shift onto your toes. You want to make sure you're pushing through your entire foot of your front leg.